great to have you back again. The Fox Robbins Show is all about creating and enhancing your very best business ideas. We talk to the small business community about anything and everything.
Every day.
No holds barred. We want to help, encourage, advise, small businesses, whether maybe you don't even you haven't started a business, or you don't own a business, but you're just thinking about it, or you have started one, or you bought one, or you started up in a franchise mode. Whatever you're doing, we're here to help advise and encourage you. I am the co-host, Bill Fox. The other co-host, get this, is the efficacious, efflorescent, and effulgent Coach Robbins.
Effulgent. Hey, there's a new one for me. Does that mean I've eaten too much?
That means you're productive.
Oh, okay,
productive.
good. Well, I hope so.
This is part two of 2 parts on the top 25 mascots of all time. In part 1, we covered number 25 down to 13. I think we got down to number 13.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to start with number 12. And Coach, briefly, you said this in episode 1, but just remind you, if you're watching this show and you say, look at these symbols, these mascots or symbols, that's exactly what I need. All I need is a hot symbol that captures attention, and I'm all set in my branding program for my company. Yes, Coach, yes or no?
No, because it's just a representation of the entire experience the customer's going to get by coming to you and giving you their money and walking with your product or service and the satisfaction they get. It is a symbol of something. And it could be a symbol of something bad too. But hopefully you do run your business correctly. You keep your customers not happy, delighted, and then they see that symbol, they see your logo, they see your mascot, and they go, what a great company to do business with.
I mean, if you said, I've got a front door, so I've got a house. I mean,
yeah, right.
You're standing there with a door,
Yeah.
You got to build the whole house to put the door on.
Right.
Right?
It'll fall over if you don't have the house.
Yeah. So, but these symbols are fun to look at. We hope that we're appealing to your creative process in thinking about this for your company or the company you're about to start or whatever the case might be. We'll jump in at number 12 because we already covered 25 down to 13. Number 12, Coach, is Toucan Sam. It's a bird. It's a bird.
I know. Toucan is a bird.
A jungle bird, right?
Yeah, it's a jungle bird.
This is for cereal. It's a breakfast cereal. Kellogg's Fruit Loops.
Oh, well, there we go with another cereal.
Another cereal packed with
sugar.
Questionable nutritional value, but makes kids eat their
You keep
breakfast.
missing the point on all these cereals. That it's nutritional value. It's just in the box. Don't eat the cereal. This one, I can't. I'm very surprised. And these are supposedly in order. I'm very surprised this is far ahead of the Trixie the Rabbit and the Snap, Crackle, and Pop Boys. This one. Yeah, I know what it is, but the others seem to have had more impact on me and my kids.
You
anyway.
keep punching away at that. I mean, we're going to have to do a whole new list to make you happy.
Yeah, you will. Because I don't like this one this high. Follow my nose, it always knows. Never heard that before in my life.
What started back in 1963, lovable mascot.
Way back.
Box of Fruit Loops. Follow my nose, it always knows.
Does that ring a bell with you?
Not me, it doesn't help
doesn't me either, okay? That's what I'm saying. In 63,
But they're still using it today, apparently. I mean, if you go
they are, but I just don't see it as number 12.
You go down the aisle at the store, you see Toucan Sam, I guess.
Yeah, Toucan. I didn't even know his name,
Okay.
Well, this is huge.
Charlie Tuna.
Ask Bill Parcells.
Star-kissed tuna for a tuna fish.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Started in 1961. Sorry, Charlie, Star-Kissed doesn't want a tuna with good taste. StarKist wants a tuna that tastes good.
Right.
I don't know why Charlie wouldn't taste good, but it is.
Well, Charlie has good taste. Charlie was sophisticated, and sorry, Charlie, we don't really care that you're sophisticated. We just want to make sure you taste good after we electrocute you. You know?
Cut you up.
But, Bill Parcells and the whole tuna story, and that goes beyond this show, but, because, they felt that, he represented the ad. It might have even been StarKist, one of the, that's how he got his, the tuna is what
I know,
Bill
but didn't it
Parcells.
ever occur? Tell me what's wrong with Charlie? Why aren't you going to eat him too? I mean,
That's right. Well, he's sophisticated and he has good taste, but we don't care that you've got good taste. We're going to eat you, you little devil.
he's still trying
It's
to qualify.
it's a good one though. I think it's up. I don't think it's at 11, but you and I have talked about that ad infinitum.
It's recognizable.
I recognize Charlie the Tuna and barely recognize Toucan Sam. Yeah.
And here's one that's maybe going to be a puzzle to you also. Jeffrey the Giraffe. This is for Toys R Us. Of course, when Toys R Us jumped into view, I was well past toys. So, I don't know.
No, I wasn't, but I still don't really recognize Jeffrey. I would not, if you showed me that symbol, I would not know it was Jeffrey. I would not know it's Toys R Us. Now that you tell me it is, I can kind of recognize it, but I was still, when Toys R Us started in the buying toys business, and of course now it's, grandchildren and, toys, but this one doesn't ring a bell with me. And
well, the people who compiled this list, I mean,
they did the research. So
they say that Toys R Us, the name adopted for a toy store.
Yeah, I like the name.
Was unknown.
I like the name.
Well, the name itself is clever.
It is. It's a great name. And actually, the R is backwards normally, isn't it? I believe.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Not that you could do it with typing it, but I think the R, if you look at their logo, is backwards.
It's backwards.
Yeah, which is cute and recognizable and sticks in your memory. But this Jeffrey thing, I don't know.
He said the tagline, "I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid." Okay, I mean this.
That's the first time I've ever seen it is when you sent me this PowerPoint, and I said, "Oh, really?" Okay.
Okay.
No argument.
Now this will grab you.
Huge.
The Energizer Bunny.
Still today.
Yeah.
Still going. Keeps on going. It's everywhere. The Energizer Bunny. It's cool.
This is selling batteries for all of your electronic. All of your electronic needs. Energizer batteries started in 1989. It's a cool bunny wearing sunglasses and banging on a drum.
Right. And
Keeps going and going, and it's still beating the damn drum today.
right. And what battery company does it represent?
Yeah.
Energizer, I don't think is the name of the company. Isn't it Dual Cell or something? Or Energizer is a brand within the company?
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
I'd have to look that up.
I would too, because I don't know. Energizer is one of their
a brand name.
is one of their
Not
names.
the company.
Yeah, but the name of the company I think is something different. I think Everready, the Everready Bunny, Everready Energizer.
Oh.
It's really the Everready Bunny representing the Energizer. And there's a little break there that always bothered me. That it is Everready, but we call it Energizer. But you go in and you buy the copper top battery thinking it's the Energizer Bunny. That mistake is made. So there's a mismatch in their marketing. In my opinion, my humble, never did anything humble in my life, okay, in my humble opinion, they didn't Everready it enough.
This one, you won't have any trouble with this one.
Oh.
Jolly Green John. Yeah, what? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Right. No, I have no problem. And his little buddy Sprout.
Yeah, where's I didn't see the Sprout here.
Yeah, right there.
What?
Started in 73.
Oh, Sprout,
it's his little helper,
Introduced son 1925.
Yeah, no, this is 25?
1925.
Oh, God, you were just a kid.
Introduced large peas, and the companion Sprout started in 1973.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Oh, so the Sprout,
What a liar.
the little kid was added in
Yeah.
1973. I got, yeah, right.
Yeah, quite a while, almost 50 years later.
But this is a food, a food company. Midwest, is it
Veggies.
Gene Grind is like a Minnesota, Wisconsin, I can't remember.
Dole? Is it Dole? I don't
No.
know. Oh, well, again, it's like Eveready. The Jolly Green Giant, vegetables, there's a symbol, but do we tie it to? We're having trouble here tying it to, well, which company?
Well, that's the
Is
company was Green Giant, I think.
Green Giant is
But
the
I
name
mean,
of
it
the
was
company.
acquired. It's.
It's probably been acquired
part of
several
it.
times, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right. Okay, another one.
Biggie.
Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
I have a, we got to talk about this one.
P&G.
Mr.
Yeah.
Clean, Procter and Gamble, which is a company that makes Tide for washing clothes and
Yeah.
and soap and I don't know whatever. They're a Cincinnati giant company, P&G. But this symbol came along in 1958, also known as veritably clean.
Never heard that.
That's-
Mr. Clean, never heard veritably clean.
So the guy, the man or woman at the ad agency should have been fired over that one,
Yeah, we'll
veritably
try to
clean.
say veritably 3 times fast.
And also, did you know it was going to be a U.S. Navy sailor?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's why they call them swabbies,
tough
because
on
they're always
grime and dirt,
cleaning the deck.
swab the deck.
Swab the deck, and plus, they keep the ships clean. It's one of the most important things. The swabby, which is, slang for a naval, person.
This doesn't say, but this right that we're looking at right now, this symbol, it's a cartoon character.
Yeah.
But now today, it's
a real
human,
guy.
It's a human
Real,
person.
real big, powerful looking man.
But I have to ask you this. You're at work. Do you want this guy at home with your wife?
Move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Glad we got away from the milkman one too, right? Yeah, and the underwear one. Boy, we got to skip over those.
This is Keebler Elves. This is
These are cute.
Coach. This is
Yeah.
you're selling cookies,
Yeah. What kind of cookies?
baked products.
Yeah, but whose cookies?
69
Keebler.
Keebler.
Right.
Keebler Elves.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because it ties it to the company
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
Eveready Energizer really, I always felt missed. Energizer is a sub-brand to Eveready batteries, the
yeah.
Eveready Bunny.
Keebler Elves cookies started 69.
Yeah.
They live in a hollow tree in a sylvan glen, a magical, imaginary setting in the forest or something. Cooking in a magic oven, happy.
They're
happy,
gay.
Happy, feel good. little-
Sure, and all you do
bacon here.
is sit around and eat cookies.
Here,
And,
eat cookies and get tubby.
well, no, if you sit around and eat cookies and don't get fat, you're going to be happy. They never gain weight. Don't try it yourself, boy, I tell you.
Okay, how about this one, Coach? This is poppin' fresh. Pillsbury. This is you're selling dough. I mean, cooking dough.
Cookie dough, yeah.
That
Excuse me, may I? Yeah, you poke his tummy. and
Oh,
he
yeah.
laughs. Yeah, right. Or is that the guy who sells tires? I don't know.
well, it did. It later became an animated version.
Yeah.
Which you're talking about the poke in the stomach.
Yeah,
Poppin' fresh. Now the Pillsbury Doughboy.
it's still very popular today. It's still a good symbol for him. You know what?
But you're
50 years later.
what you're hustling. You're hustling dough. I mean,
Yeah.
cooking dough that then you make into rolls.
Cookies and rolls, and
Rolls,
yeah,
right, I guess
right.
so,
You
right.
bake them and they puff up. They
amazing.
puff up.
That's amazing. Okay, how about next?
Oh, here's
is
the other
another-
guy. I thought you stick him in a tummy, but you don't. I'm wrong. That was the dough guy.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, this
Break
is
your
the
finger on this guy.
this is the tire guy. Yeah,
This is a Michelin
Michelin man.
Michelin tires.
Michelin man. Try to say that 3 times fast.
Michelin man. Yeah.
There you go.
yeah. Started started back in 1898. Did you catch that? 1898.
Well, now you can say way back, for God's sakes, and it doesn't hurt me
Is
so
that way
bad.
back? Does that
That's
qualify?
way back, right? Yeah.
created by the Michelin brothers
119 years
and,
ago.
and with an artist, and has gone through many design upgrades.
I'll bet it's over the tires.
But today it's throws on TV. I see
It
it.
throws the tires.
Throwing tires. That somehow magically
Yeah.
stick on your car
Yeah.
or whatever.
No, this is a very effective logo or mascot, as you say. Very recognizable. Michelin is a really good brand of tire.
A foreign company. I mean, in its
French? Is
today.
it? I think it's French company.
Today, I mean, I don't know that you care, but way back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, a foreign company here in the land of Firestone and Goodyear.
Right.
Okay.
I believe it's a French company. I don't know if that is
Now
factories.
today, I mean, the tires come from wherever.
Well, you want to buy an American-made car, buy a Toyota Camry. They're made down south.
Okay, this one I think you'll recognize this one too, Mr. Peanut.
Yep.
Planters Peanuts, snack food, of course, going way back to 1916. That's the middle of World War I, by the way.
Way back.
Originally designed by a 14-year-old kid
Oh,
in a contest.
talented kid.
First the peanut had just arms and legs to humanize the peanut.
Wait a minute, didn't have a face or a hat?
Yeah. Later, the top hat, the monocle became.
Give him a little
Okay.
sophistication.
The starting was just the peanut thing with the arms and legs.
He had a face too, I imagine.
Maybe.
Probably not a monocle, but
Not
yeah.
a monocle, but eyes and a.
Well, this gives them some sophistication, because only sophisticated people eat peanuts. I don't know. But it's recognizable. I agree with it's right up there. Yeah.
And very much still.
Oh
hanging
yeah,
out
it's
there.
today. It's I don't see them on ads. I don't watch that much TV that has ads to it. I watch the History Channel, a lot of junk nobody else would watch it.
Yeah.
But I imagine they're still out there promoting it. It's certainly completely recognizable by me.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's I buy Planters peanuts all the time, and there he is right on the logo, on the label.
I didn't read the story, and I really don't know how Planters Peanuts, cornered this market. I mean, peanuts are just a crummy commodity.
It's a commodity, yeah.
Anybody can go out in the field and pick some peanuts and
That's
put them in a jar.
You got to decommoditize it with the advertising,
Yeah,
with the promotional, the logo, the tagline, the jingle, if they had one. I don't remember one, and especially the mascot. That's how you decommoditize. That's what you need to do. You got to differentiate yourself in the minds of the consumer somehow.
Isn't that
and
interesting?
this is what this is doing.
It's a crummy peanut. I mean, it's
Yeah.
as common as grass. I mean, or leaves on a tree.
Yeah.
You just pick them and stick them in a jar.
Yeah, right.
Interesting. Okay, how about this one?
This is the biggie.
Tony the Tiger.
He's still right out there.
Back to the cereals of doubtful nutritional value again. Kellogg Frosted Flakes. I mean, it's a breakfast flake, soaked in sugar. Goes back to 1952. And are we going to?
But again, the box has a lot of nutrition if you eat it.
Ready on three. 1, 2, 3.
Great! It works. It's very today, even though it's, well over 50, 60 years old. I never heard of Katie the kangaroo.
So
Did you?
shared the spotlight with.
Yeah,
Katie
I
the
have
Kangaroo.
no idea who Katie. When I saw this and you sent it to me, and I said, "Who the heck is Katie the kangaroo?"
Yeah.
I never saw it, but of course it's 1952. It's back before I was born.
But it says Tony, the
Lion-
Tony symbol
lion dog.
went out, came to the fore.
Way back in 1952.
He's still selling these.
He's still
crummy
selling it,
cornflakes.
and you see these ads on TV, and like I say, I don't want that much, but I've seen these ads. He's still hot today.
Yeah,
Tony is right out there.
right.
I don't know what happened to Katie. She dumped him somehow, or he dumped her, because I never heard of Katie the kangaroo. There's a relationship that didn't work out.
And we're down to number one, but you were sitting there just, dripping saliva, waiting for number one, and guess what?
With bated breath.
It's a tie.
Hard to believe. Hard to believe.
But I don't think you're going to argue with either one of these. These are symbols.
These are top two. I would say that certainly I would give Mickey the edge over even Ronald. But for decades in the early hamburger wars, when we had, before it was you're going to love this, an oligopolistic market.
Oh my goodness gracious, yeah.
You know, way back when you were a child, before I was born, in the 60s, lying again,
Yeah.
there were thousands of hamburger companies out there.
Yeah.
But slowly but surely, there became just a few players, which is what oligopolistic market means, that it became McDonald's, certainly number one, with second being Burger King, and No More Burger Chef. I can remember some of those
Yeah.
other companies,
Yeah.
and Wendy's as a latecomer, to the market, but
Wendy's,
certainly one of the three that share the majority of the market. That's now, as all mature markets become oligopolistic, meaning like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they kind of own the beverage, the sweet beverage market. So McDonald's was a huge spender of advertising. I think they backed off a little bit as far as their marketing budget goes, because you don't see it as much,
Yeah.
but they don't have to. But back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, McDonald's was spending more money, I think, than any other company on the planet, and targeting kids. I'd have my kids in the back seat of the car, and then I would hear dinka, dinka, dinka. The three of them is sitting back there going dinka, 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 and I'm going, what the hell's that?
Yeah.
And what they mean is turn on the blinker because there's a McDonald's ahead. And so I turn on the blinker, pull in, but hey, how about Burger King? I liked it because it was friendly. No, they want McDonald's. They see McDonald's and the burglar, hamburglar, and all of that. McDonald's targeted the kids
Yeah.
and won the battle big time, and they spent a fortune to it. But nobody, no symbol, in my opinion, no icon, no personality, certainly is bigger than Mickey Mouse has been for, oh God,
For Disney.
almost 100 years, 90 years. Yeah.
Going back to
You just draw the ear outline and you know what it is.
going back to the Ronald McDonald thing is
Yeah.
This one here that we've got on the screen is an artistic.
Oh, yeah, it's a
drawing.
real person
But
now.
it was also you got a human being
Yeah.
dressed up
Oh, yeah.
as the first one. As I understand it, the first one it was Willard Scott. He was the weatherman. He later became famous as the weatherman.
Yeah.
On NBC Today Show.
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
I don't know.
Willard Scott was the first
I
Ronald?
thought he was a buffoon.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't be saying that on public television.
Yeah.
But
He's a kid.
Willard Scott, was the first Ronald McDonald.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have stayed
And
there.
and I also, it was. I was too old by this time because that to me it was the whole thing was kind of buffoonish. It was
Yeah.
a stupid guy dressed up as a circus clown. But it
But
did its
you
job.
see, you said the right thing. You were too old. You were in
Yeah.
your 20s.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for my kids,
Right.
it was huge. Trust me, it was huge. I could not get them. I don't think there was a Wendy's. They might have been started, but I couldn't get them to go to Burger King.
Yeah.
Oh no, we love McDonald's. And quite frankly, I like the Burger King better personally, so I'd have to go there when I was able to eat that stuff before I put on all the weight.
I'll tell you guys one thing, the Ronald McDonald, McDonald's, and even the Burger King and the other
The
guys.
crown there.
But I'll tell you one thing, it makes me think about, when you go on the internet today, even if you care, but you get these surveys on the internet, the best hamburger in your state, or the
Yeah.
best hamburger in your region, or the best hamburgers nationwide, whatever. Go on the internet. It's internet's crowded with this stuff, and these guys are never in the top 10.
They're not good hamburgers.
McDonald's,
Yeah.
Wendy's.
No, they're cheapies. They know their target. They're not,
Burger King.
but they're not $10.
Yeah.
See, they're not $10. And Wendy's came along, real beef, not frozen,
Yeah.
you know, and talk
Have it
about
your way.
icon.
Have it your way. Was
That's
that
Burger King.
Bur-
Have it your way.
Was that
Have it-
Burger King?
That's Burger King. They would not put pickles, ketchup, mustard. They would do it any way you want. McDonald's says you have it our way, you don't get it, right? It's coming off the line, and if you don't like mustard, go to Burger King. But Wendy's came along, and of course the little old lady, where's the beef?
Yeah.
Well, their hamburger wasn't any bigger, okay? It was just square, okay?
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of people felt that McDonald's and Burger King, you know, was just this side of hamburger and, you know, over the borderline of horse meat, I guess, I don't know. And Wendy's had the image of being a real good little hamburger. It wasn't that much different, but it's all promotion. It's all
It's funny you mentioned
shoot
that. You know what? A square hamburger is a big turnoff to me. I mean,
Yeah, well, that was Wendy's, yeah.
a square hamburger. Are you
yeah.
kidding me?
And they built a whole, well, that's okay, they built a whole company around it, and God rest Dave, he made a fortune doing it.
Yeah. And Mickey, also I wanted you to, Mickey.
Mickey's huge.
But I don't know what's Mickey selling anyway, or Disney?
Well-
Disney what? I mean,
Well, that's the whole
theme
idea.
park?
Mickey, he is the icon for Disney, period. Movie, Disney sells everything, movies, cartoon. You know, when Mr. Disney, Walt Disney, was just doing cartoons and film stuff, wanted to open a theme park, they thought he was crazy. You're going to borrow all this money
he had
and
lots of,
borderline
backwards.
bankrupt the company,
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
is not going to go.
Right.
Well, they were wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Disney.
But his, this guy Disney, his persistence was monumental. It was amazing
It was.
because he was paddling upstream.
He was
on
paddling
that
upstream
theme
all the
park
time, yeah.
thing. Anyway.
Brilliant
Well, great.
man, though. Brilliant man.
Thank you, Coach. I see from this whole display, we're going to have a whole new list
Oh, yeah.
to please you. I mean,
Oh, yeah. You missed I think they're out of order. Sorry. You're out of order. I wish I had a gavel. And there are some things that are missing, you know.
he's a coach is
Well,
hard to
excuse me.
please.
The one I want to mention is the most interesting man in the world. You talk about moving the needle.
Oh, that,
Dos
a
Equis.
beer,
I don't drink beer very often. When I do, I drink Dos Equis. Of course, he's gone. Now they got a new guy, and the whole thing's plummeting.
No.
But he moved the needle big
Most
time
interesting
for
man
that
in the
little
world,
Dos
yeah.
Equis beer company.
anyway, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you about that and other great things. So just hang in, and we'll be back to you in due course. Yes.
Yes, I hope.
Thank you for watching Fox Robbins Business Show. Feel free to send an email to foxrobbins@gmail.com and keep it clean, please, if you don't mind.
Send it to Bill if
Don't
you're
make
angry.
any nasty comments.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next time.